Merstham TV, we're here at the final game of the season at home, finishing a 1-1 draw against East Grinstead Town. Plenty of action, lots of highlights. Check them out on Merstham TV on YouTube. But I've been joined by the gaffer, Jamie Decruz. Jamie, the end of that game, it looked like it was really kicking off on the pitch. Did it feel like it was that sort of game from minute one, though?
I thought it was a poor game. Not how we would want to play consistently. I thought it was flat. I felt for us, it felt like the last game of the season. I mean, technically it's not, but it felt like that. Obviously, for East Grinstead, they're scrapping and just trying to get over the line. I think they will. I think they're a good side. They were a good side when we played them at their place as well, and they beat us well deserved to beat us. The game never really got going, did it? There was some half beats, there were some good moments, but it just sort of lacked momentum for either side, I think, and they were probably in the position where they were worried about gambling too much, because it's almost like if we can't win, let's not lose it. We're a little bit like, well, do we want to do enough to go and win it? And it kind of felt like that to me all game, and I'm grateful we've equalised. A draw is probably a fair result on the course of the whole game.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Do you feel like it was a good thing that East Grinstead had something to play for, though? Because it meant that stopped us coming into it like really down in tools, if that makes sense.
A little bit, but it might have actually allowed for more of a free-flowing game if both teams were a little bit relaxed and sort of just took the handbrake off and wanted to play. It almost felt like one side were really, really, really content on needing to get something, and we were content on not letting them, but it almost felt like we wanted to go through the motions, really. So I feel if the game had loads ride on it in terms of both teams, it might have heightened the tempo of the game. But I feel like, where we kind of took it a little bit easier, and I felt like for them, once they went 1-0 up, it was a case of, right, let's protect this. And I don't blame them for doing it. It was the right thing to do. It was hard enough breaking them down at 0-0, let alone when they went 1-0 down and at 1-0 up and started putting bodies behind the ball. So, it wasn't the best game, I don't think. I was quite disappointed in it, really, especially biggest crowd this season, barring our schools day, which shows there's been an increase. Thank you everyone for turning up today. Thank you everyone for turning up all season. I don't want to get used to celebrating or enjoying finishing lower mid-table, because I feel like we're better than that, and I feel like we will be better than that next season. But it's time to recharge. I need a break. The players need a break. It's been a tough 29 games, 30 games, whatever it's been. And let's get next season underway after a good spell off.
It is testament to the good fine form, though, isn't it? That's 3 wins and a draw out of the last 5 now. We've had nearly 1,500 people through the gate the last 3 home games, including today. I mean, if that continues well into next season, we're onto something, right?
Definitely. When we score the equaliser, you almost feel like any other chance, and because of the atmosphere they make behind the goal is brilliant. They've been fantastic. They've been really, really good, and they brought into us as much as we've brought into them. And there's always something new going on at this club with the supporters and the players, which is great. We certainly need them, especially next year. We want them even more so. We don't want to sit still. We want to try and improve in every department, and that includes the support we're getting away from home, and of course here, where our points collected here has been fairly good since we've come in. So we need to make this a fortress in every season. This has to be our home. Any good team does it. But we need those inside, and they've been brilliant all year. Today, again, proven.
It got a bit spicy out there, particularly in the second half, so I don't want to dwell on it too much, but do you think both the red cards were fair?
Yeah, I think they were both fair. Both petulant, 2 yellows. Richie, unfortunately, found himself in a position where he kind of had to make the tackle, and, little moments there. If he was in a better position prior to that, he might have avoided it, but he didn't. We didn't win the second ball. I felt there was quite a few soft yellow cards. But they do accumulate, and the worst thing is once their lad got sent off, it was fate. We got the message out: no stupid fouls, you'll get sent off, even it up. But we did. So bit of a frustrating way to end the season with someone getting sent off, because we actually haven't had anyone sent off since we've come in. So I was quite proud of that.
Oh, so close! Yeah. 1 more game to go. Just finally, then, I know we've got Erith and Belvedere away next week as the last game, but could you just sum up your kind of experience since coming in October just in a few words?
Yeah, I mean, new experience for me as a young manager coming in without a pre-season, without a squad, without an identity of what we want to do. It meant I had to think a little bit different, and it's been draining. It's been hard because you're always thinking about it every day, every moment. I don't get away from football. Obviously I coach full time, so I don't get away from being on the grass, and therefore you know, my switch off time is often football. But yeah, loved it, really enjoyed it. Glad we achieved what we wanted to achieve, which was ultimately the remit was to stay up. And again, I don't want to be too excited by that, because we want our bar to be higher, certainly moving forward. But we've achieved what we wanted to achieve. Loads of effort's been put in from everyone. The players here today, players not here today have played a part. The management, the supporters, the directors. Special shout out to you two are without a doubt the best in the business, and I mean that. We get compliments all the time about how good you two are. I just think the whole club is steering towards a real good direction, a positive direction. We need to recharge and go again. I echo it. I'm looking forward to the break, but we'll be ready come the start of the season to go again.
Jamie, good stuff. We've got the end of season awards taking place in about an hour or so. Got any inside tips? Any winners?
I can't give any away. You know one.
I know one.
Probably know more than one.
No, I don't actually.
No. All I would say is that the players who have won, I think, are thoroughly deserved. And there's a few who haven't won who probably weren't far off. I think ultimately our votes have been determined by how many games you played. So there was such a turnaround this year. But yeah, we're looking forward to a good evening there.
Great stuff. Jamie, thanks very much.
Cheers, Joe.